How's it going? Thank you so much for clicking on another one of my themed tarot readings. I really appreciate it. Today, if you couldn't tell, or if you're too young to know who these people are, which some of you probably are, this is an NSYNC and Backstreet Boys themed reading. I was gonna go like 90s boy band. I was gonna include like 98 Degrees, and then I just realized I really don't know that much about 98 Degrees. Because it was all about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. So that is what we're doing. I went down quite the nostalgia rabbit hole watching the music videos and listening to all the music, and I can't seem to find myself out of it. But anyway, if you don't really know NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, please God, listen to the songs. You're gonna get song, lyrics. We've also got word of the day again. Of course, those are gonna be at the end of each group. So if you're not familiar with them, oh my God, please just listen to the music. You're gonna fall in love. But anyway, this is a love reading because it's all I seem to do now. Even when I do readings that aren't intended to be love readings, they turn into love readings. It's even kind of happening in my private readings. It's very odd. If you want to get a private reading with me, a little self-plug here, you can do so through my Etsy shop. It's linked in the description below. But yeah, so this is a love reading. So who would go anywhere for you? There's a Backstreet Boys song, Anywhere for You. That's kind of what I themed it to. Even though I was more of an NSYNC gal myself, I loved them both, but NSYNC was always my favorite. But anyway, so who would go anywhere for you? So we're gonna find out a little bit about this person, yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and put those groups up on the screen. Take a moment, pause the video if you need to, choose whichever group or groups you're feeling particularly drawn to. Of course, as always, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, use your own intuition and have fun with it. And of course, if you want to stick around to the end of the video after group 3, I'll be doing another on-camera podcast. As always, haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to talk about just yet, but whatever, I'll be there, and it'll be cozy. So if you want to watch that, I would absolutely love that. But let's just go ahead and dive right into the reading with Group 1, Lance Bass. All right, if you chose Group 1, Lance Bass, this is going to be your reading. Group 1, let's go ahead and get into it. So who would go anywhere for you? As always, remember to stick around to the end for your themed messages, your handwritten messages. But, well, let's see what we've got going on here for you guys. The first thing that I noticed right away is the Princess or Page of Wands and the Fool, because I always personally feel like the Page of Wands has a little bit of like an element of a leap of faith to it. And of course, obviously, the Fool is all about leaps of faith, right? So, number one, I think this person is very willing to just jump in with you, right? And look at these twos. 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords is like, this is that message of like, stop overthinking, right? This is like, you're being overly analytical, overly logical. Stop thinking. Like, it's like you're trying to find an answer, like a logical answer, but it doesn't exist. The limit does not exist, but it's telling you to use your intuition, right? For you guys, I feel like this wasn't necessarily intended to be a reading about like the one per se, but I kind of feel like it is going to be that for you guys, because I'm picking up this as more so you, and you're feeling like confused. I'm feeling you're like maybe a little bit guarded when this person comes in. It could definitely be a little bit of like they're too good to be true kind of vibes. Not because they are not too good to be true, but maybe it's because, you've been hurt in the past, but they're gonna quit playing games with your heart. Sorry. Anyway, this person is genuine. They have this. I'm feeling the Fool, Princess of Wands kind of vibes from this person. So what does that mean? This is someone that I'm feeling is very like lighthearted, very trusting. God, how do I describe this person? They've got like a youthful vibe to them. The kind of like person that always comes to mind when I think of this energy is I always think of like Walt Disney. So it's somebody who they're a grown up, they have responsibilities, they do what they have to do, but they they hold on to that childlike sense of wonder and like belief in magic, and like that's the feeling. I think you're gonna be just, I'm just picturing you just being like, kind of like how the Two of Swords, how she's like, you know, closed off. But then look at the Two of Pentacles, who's like completely, she's open, right? So we got, you start out closed off because you're just like, there's no way. Like, there's no way this person is really this great. There's no freaking way. But by the end of it, you realize they are. Two of Pentacles is like two peas in a pod, very balanced. I've said this before, I'll say it again. This particular Two of Pentacles, and I think it's because of the texture on the infinity symbol, it always makes me think of like a rope or a thread, and it always makes me think, even though it's like kind of teal, it makes me think of like the red thread of fate. So I think this goes perfectly along with the kind of vibe we're getting for you guys. I think instantly you recognize them. I feel like there's this instant recognition between the two of you, but you don't want to believe it. There's something holding you back, likely something from your past. You know, we've all been hurt. We've all had shit happen. You know, so there's probably something from your past that is making you think like, no way. Like this person, I'm getting this feeling of like they just like fall out of the sky almost. Not literally, hopefully, but this feeling of like they come into your life when you least expect it. It's like total chance meeting is the feeling I'm getting. Like you just happen to like run into this person like somewhere and you're not expecting it. And so you're kind of like shocked, and like your immediate reaction is to like put your guard up and be like, no. Like, yeah, they seem great, but like, we'll see. But eventually you open up to them. This is like a perfect match, perfect pairing. And yeah, they're willing to jump right in from the start, you know? Princess of Wands is like, it's all about following your heart and your passions, and the things that you love. And there's always this feeling of like nervous excitement behind it. So it makes sense in a love reading. There's that sense of like, I feel like you slowly like kind of open up to the idea that this person is totally legit. And you slowly open up to taking that leap of faith with them. They take the leap of faith like immediately. They're just like, this is like movie moment. Like you meet and they're literally just like, you know, immediately they're just telling you like, oh yeah, like we're gonna be together. Like, but not like in a weird way, like not in an aggressive or like a creepy way. They give you your space is the feeling I'm getting. They're very upfront with their feelings toward you. Again, I'm getting this very like faded, very like kind of deep like spiritual connection where the two of you know it instantly. And I just get this feeling that like they're going to give you the space you need, but they're also going to like be right there if you need them or when you're ready. Like they're not going to push you. They're not going to be like aggressive or anything like that. They're going to give you the space you need, but they're also going to, you know, stay in contact because they want you to know like that truly like they're interested, they're there for you, they want to be with you, etc., etc. So yeah, you're going to have to take a leap of faith, and it's going to take you a little while to get there, but you're going to get to that point. And again, I think it's largely because of how they treat you and how they treat the situation. Sorry, I have type A disease. Sorry. So yeah, anyway, I just get this feeling of you take that leap and you never look back, and your life has changed for the better because of it. You know, Wheel of Fortune is all about like luck coming in, but based on our actions. You know, it doesn't just happen. You know, we don't just get luck. You don't just get lucky. But it's all about you have to kind of take that leap of faith and trust, and then that wheel turns in your favor. So again, I think you start a little bit closed off with this person, but not too far in. You're really willing and able to trust them, to open up to them, to take that leap of faith with them. And they're kind of holding your hand, you know, throughout the whole process, essentially. They just seem very intuitive to me. Well, and that's kind of the Fool. You know, a leap of faith is intuition. It revolves around, you know, trusting your intuition, taking that leap of faith. Like, they know you're the one, and you know it too, but you're a little more scared. You're a little bit, again, you're holding yourself back a little bit more. And they recognize that. And again, that's why I'm getting that feeling of like, they're going to be there for you. They're not going to like ghost you or disappear, but they're going to give you the space you need because they know that you need to come to the conclusion on your own, and they know that you will, if that makes sense. So let's get some oracles. Let's see what we've got. Oh my. The literal fireworks on this card. We have number 30, True love. This love is once in a lifetime. Oh my. Yeah, no, definitely. This is definitely true love. This is definitely that, like, butterflies in the stomach, like, taking that leap of faith, being nervous but excited at the same time. I think you guys are going to share a lot of interests as well. Again, Page of Wands makes me think of, like, the things that you're passionate about. And with that Two of Pentacles, and you're just very, you fit well together. I feel like that's also going to be something that brings the two of you together, is there's going to be a lot of passions and interests that you guys have together. Some of you might even work in the same industry. I just kind of got that feeling for some of you guys. But yeah, this is true love. This is true love. This is once in a lifetime. You're going to want to take that leap of faith. So then we got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Well, that's interesting because this always makes me think, this particular card, of, you know, I say this all the time, like, we come into this world unscathed, you know what I mean? And then stuff happens, you know, especially in regards to your love life. It could be that maybe you've just been single for a really long time and it seems like no one's interested, or maybe you've attracted jerk after jerk after jerk, you know, whatever it may be. We have hangups, right? But back when we were just first maybe starting to date, you know, we're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and, like, I mean, I can remember being, like, 13, 14, and it was exciting. You know, it was fun to date when I was a teenager, and, like, ooh, is he gonna hold my hand? Oh my God, is he gonna kiss me? Oh my God, is he gonna text me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all those, like, exciting, like, firsts and those feelings, and there wasn't that fear there, you know, because I hadn't been hurt yet, you know. It was still playful, it was still fun, and this is that person's vibe. Like, they have a very light-hearted feel to them. Like, it's like they disarm you, you know. They're very different, I feel like, from anyone you've ever dated or, like, had a crush on. There's just this very different feeling to them. They feel just very warm and welcoming and genuine, and they have that, like, youthful spirit to them. Like, I'm sure they've been hurt too. I mean, we all have in one way or another, right? Like, nobody comes out totally unscathed. Like, so I'm sure they've been hurt too, but they don't hold on to that. They just seem like someone, it's like, you know, that saying, like, water off a duck's back, you know. They just seem like someone who, like, they just let stuff, like, flow off their back. They don't let things hang around. They don't hold grudges. They've got this very I don't know, I can't think of a better word, but enlightened is the word that's coming to my mind. They just have, like, a very enlightened perspective about people, life, situations. They're just like a happy person, you know, but they're very wise as well. They're like, it's funny because I almost felt like I wanted to call them a new soul earlier, but I was like, no, it's really not right. They're not. I think they're more of an old soul. I think they've been around, they've had many, many lifetimes, they've learned a lot of lessons, and that's why I feel like they are the way that they are. Now that Eminem song, I am, what do we say I am? Anyway, if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Okay, I don't know why that popped into my head, but release attachments. Let go of unhealthy attachments and connections that no longer serve you. Release the past so new doors can open. This is a period to get in touch with your inner strength and reclaim your personal power. Move forward to be free. Endings always bring new beginnings. Well, it's interesting because we have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Endings always bring new beginnings. That feeling of, like, you've got to turn that wheel all on your own. And you might have to turn this wheel before this person is even able to come into your life, right? So if you're holding on to an unhealthy mindset or an ex or a situationship or whatever it may be that you realize and you know is not healthy, you know it's holding you back. Again, that Two of Swords, it's keeping you guarded. It's keeping you in this mindset of negativity and nothing ever works out for me and everyone's always going to leave me or no one ever likes me or whatever it may be. There's that need to, like, let go of that because you're going to have to take a complete and utter leap of faith. If you want to watch my last podcast, which I'm literally blanking on what the video even was, the Little Mix themed reading, I kind of talk all about my epiphanies about that in regards to, you know, my own love life. If you want to listen to that, it might help. But yeah, and the feeling of free. Move forward to be free. I mean, that's the Fool. The Fool is free. The Fool is free-spirited, lighthearted, goes where the wind blows, like, trusts that things are going to work out. The Fool's not thinking about, oh, but what if this happens, and what if they do this, and what if they say that, and, like, no. It's all about you got to release, got to get back to that playful kind of youthful energy and trust in true love again. And this person is going to make you believe in true love again. You can do a little bit of work on your own first, of course, but once they're in your life, I just feel like that wheel turns, that Two of Swords is out of here. You're leaping right in. Again, there's like a transition period where you're a little nervous, but after that, you're just ready to go. You're ready to leap right in with this person. Okay, so Oh my. Primal. Hello. Number 13, connecting deep within, sacred dance. Interesting. And instinct. Well, I mean, first of all, the instinct just makes me think, again, I feel like with these twos, especially that Two of Pentacles, like, boom, you're going to know. The two of you are going to have that instant recognition. There's that instinct that there's also that primal urge. Again, Page of Wands, passion, attraction, excitement, all that good stuff. So, I mean, this is definitely, there's definitely a physical connection, obviously. I mean, I would hope so if it's your true love. But, yeah, primal, I mean, that makes me think that, like, it's funny because this is what I'm getting, right? You just want to jump them. Is the feeling I'm getting. Like, you just think there's something about them, and I think it's their, like, confidence, because they just have a very, like, kind of quiet confidence to them, I feel like. And I think that you're just, like, so attracted to them, and just them physically, their energy, their vibe, like, you just want to rush right in, you just want to jump on them, but they're literally like, nope, absolutely not. Pump the brakes. We're going to need to get to know each other. We're not rushing into that. Like, I'm just getting that feeling of, like, there is that primal urge, but they're the one that's like, no. Like, I want to take this slow. I don't want to ruin this. Let's have some fun. Let's be playful. Let's be flirty. There will be plenty of time for that. That's the feeling that I'm getting. But anyway, let's get your handwritten messages. So we've got word of the day once again. These are just 4 words that intuitively popped into my mind while I was prepping this reading. And you're... I did it in another reading too. I just found it, but I mean, come on, like, primal, it was that's too perfect. Daddy, like, I had to. I'm sorry, not sorry. But it works perfectly with your group. So anyway, let's get your song. So NSYNC or Backstreet Boys song for group 1. You guys got NSYNC, Thinking of You. I drive myself crazy. I lie awake. I drive myself crazy thinking of you. NSYNC. So that song's actually about, like, letting someone go and then regretting it. So that could also kind of be a theme, to be quite honest, because it could be this feeling of, like, you might tell them, like, dude, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, you might ghost them a little bit, but they're going to be waiting for you because they know. And they're just like, it's okay. They're going to come around. I'll just wait. It's fine. I'll live my life. I know they'll come back. So I feel like you're the one in this energy. Like, that Two of Swords, you're closed off. You're nervous. You're afraid to take that leap. You might tell them, like, no, I'm not ready. Like, sorry, not ready. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I love this freaking song, by the way. I wasn't going to include it because I was trying to just include songs that were, like, really positive about love. But I guess this song is positive in a different way. But I love this song so much. So please go listen to it. Also, possible Mandela effect. I remember the star coming after the end. Apparently it comes before the end, so whatever. But anyway, let's get your lyrics, shall we? So NSYNC or Backstreet Boys lyrics. Also, Lance is in NSYNC if you aren't aware. So you got NSYNC. Are we gonna be 2 for 2? Yeah, we are. We got NSYNC again. We got This I Promise You. I've loved you forever in lifetimes before, and I promise you never will hurt anymore. Oh my God. I give you my word, I give you my heart. This is a battle we've won, and with this vow, forever has now begun. Oh my God. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, this is your true love, right? Oh my God. The whole I've loved you forever and lifetimes before, again, I'm getting this feeling, I got the vibe that they're an old soul, right? And they've had all these lifetimes. They've probably spent a bunch of them with you. The two of you have probably had lots of lifetimes, and for whatever reason, they're more in tune with it than you are. Maybe you've been through more in this lifetime in regards to your love life or just life in general, and you're a little bit more closed off, and that's why maybe they're a little bit more open, and they know it and they recognize it, and they kind of have to be the one to guide you and allow you to realize it. But you're not gonna hurt anymore. wow. Because that's what's holding you back. Those pains from the past are what's holding you back from being open with this person. But wow. Okay, well, yeah, go listen to these songs. This I Promise You and Thinking of You. Both NSYNC. They're both great. You'll love them. But anyway, that's going to do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you want to stick around for the podcast, it's, timestamp is in the description. It's right after group 3. And if not, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye. All right, if you chose group 2, JC Chasez, this is going to be your reading. Group 2, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Who would go anywhere for you? And make sure to stick around to the end for handwritten messages. Okay. What have we got going on? We've got it going on. Okay, it's a Backstreet Boys song. Yes, go listen to it. We've got it going on. It's a great song. Is that Backstreet's Back? No, or is that a different song? No, it's a different song. We've got it going on. Sorry. They're all melding together in my mind. Well, first, what's interesting is we have 6, 7, 8. So I just think that's very interesting. But let's dive right into it. So 6 of Cups, my immediate feeling, could this be someone from your past? Maybe. I'm not really feeling that, though, because I'm getting a little bit more of a different story, okay? Let me tell you what I'm picking up. I feel like this particular person that we're doing this reading about, so this person that would just go anywhere for you, I feel like they're coming into your life after you walk away from someone else. That's the feeling I'm getting. Because we got this 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords flanking the 6 of Cups. So a lot of you, this might be a long-term relationship. I'm getting for some of you, this could have been high school sweetheart, and now you're 25. You've been together since you were 17 or something like that. A really long-standing, knew each other as kids or teenagers, kind of energy for some of you guys. For others of you, it could just be that it's not necessarily that you're physically ending a relationship. It could just be that you're kind of getting to that point where you're I'm so done holding on to this, because the 10 of Wands also represents letting go of baggage, getting to that point where you can finally just let it all down. You just have to persevere a little bit longer, and then you can let it go. So I think no matter what, whether you're physically ending a relationship or whether it's just deciding that you're letting go of who or what has been holding you back, that's what's going on before you meet this person. So I'm getting this feeling of needing to kind of find that inner strength and walk that lonely road. Always makes me think of that Green Day song, the 8 of Cups. You're going to find that inner strength. You're going to be very independent. And the feeling I get is that you're thinking this is going to be for the long haul. I'm going to be independent, on my own. This is going to take a long time. This is going to require so much healing. But I don't think that's how it's going to happen. I think you're going to start on this journey, and this person's going to plop right into your life not that long after. Because I feel like they're meant to come help you along on this journey. So the feeling I'm getting is that you need to decide to take the journey first and take it on your own, but they're gonna come and help you. It's funny because typically the Chariot, even 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords, all of these are kind of very independent energies, and we just have this little 6 of Cups here, and she just looks can someone please help me? Come help me, come save me, you know what I mean? I'm just getting this vibe that inner child of yours is just you're putting up this tough front of it's fine, I'll go at it alone, everyone else is in relationships, but I don't care, it's fine, I know I need to do this. You're putting up this tough exterior, but this is you on the inside. A part of you just wants somebody to come help you, to come guide you, to come, whatever it may be. But because it's really funny because, again, 7 of Swords you think of as being sneaky, doing something for yourself. It can be that message of the need to be selfish. And I think that's probably what's going on here is you're recognizing I need to be selfish. I need to cut this person out, or I need to move on from this mindset, this story. I need to you might be kind of going hermit mode, kind of pulling back from the people around you a little bit, but it's necessary, So again, this to me is very kind of independent energy, the 8 of Cups. Again, you got to walk that lonely road. You got to walk away from what's no longer serving you. No one else can do it for you. Very independent. 10 of Wands too. It's you're climbing up that mountain and you're carrying all your baggage and you're doing it all alone, and then you get to the top, and that's when you get to release and new beginnings come in. So, and the Chariot is very empowered. Like, you're in the driver's seat to your destiny. Like, you have to make these decisions. So again, it's interesting that we have all of this very like independent, I'm gonna do it, I got this kind of energy, but I'm feeling like this person's gonna come in not long after you decide to start this journey, and they are going to help you. They are going to help you kind of heal that inner child, bring that sense of renewal into your life. And you are going to be, I feel like, shocked, but immediately like, yep, okay. Like, you know what I mean? That, like, it's funny because Group 1 had a little bit of a similar message, but different. Because Group 1, it was more like they're closed off. They're not really going to be ready. It's going to take a little bit of time to open up to this person. But for you guys, I feel like you really want true love. You know, you really want a partner. You want someone who is going to just worship the ground you walk on, and vice versa. Like, you want that partnership, that pairing, that love, that romance, that connection. I mean, Six of Cups is like a very romantic kind of energy. And again, it's a card of renewal as well. And so I feel like you're wanting that, but you're feeling like it's so far away and I have to do so much work and it's never going to happen. But then all of a sudden it's just like there, and you're like, okay, like, great, I'll take it. Like, thank you. Oh my God. Like, there's just this feeling of this feeling of like you're prepared for the long haul, and then they just pop into your life. I feel like they're helping you heal. You're thinking that you have to do this all alone, but you don't. You might have to just kind of, again, start it alone. You might have to do a little bit of it, of that journey on your own, but they're coming in and they're helping you is the feeling that I'm getting. Like, I'm just picturing, like, you know, the Ten of Wands, like she's carrying all these heavy, you know, on this card it's roses, which I can't imagine 10 roses is very heavy, but pretend they are. So she's carrying stuff, you know, really heavy, and like the person just comes in and like takes it off of your hands and they carry it for you. This is very healing energy. I just feel a very healing energy, a very kind energy, very compassionate energy, very romantic energy. And it's funny too with the Seven of Swords, I'm feeling like they're very sneaky in a good way. I'm feeling like they like to do like little surprises. I don't know why, I'm like literally the thing that's I'm picturing specifically in my mind is like they leave like little post-it notes with like little, just like, I love you, or you look so cute today, or like, you know, I love your outfit. I don't know, like just that's the thing that just specifically popped into my head. Like, I'm just seeing like little candies, like little Reese's cup, little, you know, Hershey Kiss, like whatever, little post-it notes. Like, they do all these like sneaky little adorable surprises, and they kind of keep you on your toes, and they always make you feel very loved and supported. Again, I'm just getting a very like, I don't know, like old school, romantic, like, I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, I'm just picturing someone who like loves to do like cute little things. Again, like leave you little notes, little candies, you know, whatever it may be. But yeah, it's just, there's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up. And you know, the Chariot is also a card of victory. You know, the Chariot is a card of, yes, like finally I got there. And it's like, again, you're not expecting it. You're expecting, I'm going to be doing this on my own for a while. Like, oh yeah. And then poof, there they are. Sorry, coffee. Group 1 also got the kind of feeling of like chance meeting. I think the same goes for you. And of course with the Six of Cups, could this be someone from your past? Yeah. Did I already say this? I can't remember. It could be, but I don't really think it is. I think for the vast majority of you guys, this is more so likely a past life connection, someone that you feel at home with, that instant connection. So there are some similarities to Group 1. They're not completely the same, but there's some underlying similarities. But let's get your oracles, shall we? Oh my. Number 25, romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. I mean, that's the vibe. Like, that's it. I think that's it. This is a very romantic connection. I love that. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. That's what they're going to do. Especially attention. I'm just really getting the attention to detail. Like, they could have some sort of job where, like, attention to detail is very important. They might be like, you know, I don't know. I was going to say, for some reason, wedding planner is what popped in my head. But there's tons of jobs, obviously, where, you know, attention to detail is very important. Like, I feel like they're a very detail-oriented person. I feel like they're a very, like, organized type of person. But yeah, I get the feeling that especially the attention to detail, they're never going to forget a birthday or an anniversary. They're always going to give you something special. Again, on random days, they're going to leave you little notes or little special gifts or whatever it may be. There's just this feeling of like, yeah, just pure utter romance. They're going to sweep you off your feet. So then we've got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So even though you're walking this lonely road, even though you're going through these tough times, try to remain positive because there is somebody amazing coming in for you. And it's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's going to happen earlier than you expect. I get this feeling that you're thinking like, oh, this is just it's going to take forever. It's never going to happen. And then all of a sudden, like, there they are. And it's like, what? So yeah, stay optimistic about your love life because you've got, again, romance. It literally, look at it says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Specifically the word romance. Romance. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm not kidding. Okay, divine counterpart. This person is a divine counterpart, or you are aligning with your twin flame. You are connecting spiritually or astrally with another. Interesting. This is coming together with a mirror soul to achieve something on an energetic level. Well, the two of you are achieving something on an energetic level just for the pure fact that this person, I think, is very healing for you. But you might be coming together and helping other people heal as well in some way, shape, or form. Also, what's interesting is that you're connecting spiritually or astrally with another. So you maybe have dreamt of this person. Maybe you've dreamt of each other. Maybe you just kind of have this intuitive feeling that somebody's coming, you know, even though, again, you're still feeling like, because, you know, that happens like with manifestations and stuff, right? You kind of feel like, oh, you feel like it's going to happen really soon. And then it happens like 9 months later because the universe's definition of soon, not really on point with our definition of soon. So it could be that you're thinking like, oh, I kind of feel like somebody's coming. I've been dreaming about someone. Like I'm feeling this connection. But then you're like, but I felt that before and nothing happened. So whatever. And then there they are. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Okay, this is really interesting. We've got number 9, creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. Not really sure what the mother, father could be. Interesting. But creator, catalyst, maker. This makes me think, you know, manifestation. And I like the word catalyst because, again, I feel like the catalyst for this person coming into your life is you deciding to walk away from something. So again, for some of you, it could be physically just like breaking up with someone, like ending an actual relationship. For others of you, it's just ending a way of being, a way of thinking, letting go of the old story, releasing what's no longer serving you, that 8 of Cups kind of energy. Again, 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups, even that 7 of Swords, like I said, that need to like cut stuff out, be selfish, be tactful, you know, move on from your past, your baggage, move forward, you know what I mean? So I do feel like, again, that's the catalyst of this person coming in. And this is just reminding you that you're like the Chariot says, like you're in the driver's seat to your own destiny. You're the creator of your own destiny, right? And maybe that's what the mother and father is kind of, you know, getting at, is because I'm just getting kind of like that Empress type energy from this, which the Empress is like self-care, self-love, creation, creativity, manifestation, abundance. So yeah, I'm feeling like you're creating this. You're in power here. You just need to create that catalyst moment. You need to recognize it and then take that opportunity and stay optimistic. Because again, I think they're going to come in when you really, truly least expect it. I think a lot sooner than you're expecting it is the feeling I'm getting. So anyway, let's get your word of the day. So these are just 4 words that I intuitively thought of while I was prepping this reading. And you guys got sweet. Yeah. It could be sweets, like candies, you know. Again, I keep picturing like little notes and little candies. This person's very sweet. They're very sweet. They're very romantic. They're very kind of like nurturing. I feel like this is the type of person that like you get sick, they're going to be making you some soup, tucking you in, kissing you on the forehead, picking up your medicine. Like they're going to take care of everything. They're going to clean the house. Like they got it. Like you're feeling like crap, I'm going to take care of you. Like they just give me this very like kind, nurturing, cozy, for lack of a better word, kind of energy to them. So let's get your NSYNC or Backstreet Boys song. JC is in NSYNC, in case you didn't know. So we'll see. Do we get NSYNC or do we get Backstreet Boys? Group 2, your song. You got Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me. People say that I'm crazy and that I'm blind, risking it all in a glance. Backstreet Boys. So yeah, that kind of instant connection, that kind of instant, that risking it all in a glance, just that love at first sight kind of energy. And yeah, people might think you're crazy. Maybe that's where the mother and father's coming from. Maybe your mom and dad are like, mom and or dad is like, are you sure about this? Like, you just met this person like 3 days ago. Like, what are you talking about? So trust your own intuition. That could also be what the Seven of Swords is talking about too, that need to be selfish, to trust yourself. You might even want to keep this a secret for a little while because it is moving so fast and you realize that anyone on the outside looking in might think you are crazy. So that Seven of Swords could definitely be the two of you wanting to maybe kind of keep yourself in a little love bubble, if you will. But yeah, very interesting. So yeah, I'm getting whirlwind. Like even like the way this is kind of drawn on this romance card, like I'm getting this feeling of like whirlwind romance. Everything happens really quickly, but it feels right. Like it's not like, oh God, like this is, no, abort. Like no, it's definitely, it feels right. It's going at the speed it's meant to go. But again, people on the outside might think it's like, whoa, you're moving way too fast. But you guys are like, no, like this is meant to be, it feels right. Leave us alone. So your NSYNC or Backstreet Boys lyrics, group 2. Nope. All right. Group 2. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, NSYNC. Oh, love this. That's when I'll stop loving you. You're the only one I'll ever give this heart to. Wait, is it focusing? Sorry. There we go. You're the only one I'll ever give this heart to. What I'm trying to say is nothing will change this. There'll be no time you won't find me there, because I will always be there. You will always have all my love. And again, that one's NSYNC. So listen to the songs because they're great. You'll love them, I promise. And that completely makes sense with what we've got going on for you guys. You're the only one that has all my love. You will always have all my love. I will always be there for you. And again, that feeling of like you're down, you're out, you lose your job, you're moving in with them. They're taking care of you. Don't even worry about it. You're sick. I'm going to take care of you. Don't even worry about it. Like, oh, this bad thing happened. I'm coming. Like, I got you. Like, you got a flat tire. I'm picking you up. I'm calling AAA. Like, they've got that kind of vibe. That very, like, I think they're going to be a great parent someday, too, if you want to have kids or if you already have kids. But, like, they're very reliable. They are so loyal, like so incredibly loyal. You're never going to have to worry about like, oh, are they going to bail on me? Are they going to let me down? Are they going to break your heart? No, they're not. I'll never break your heart. Sorry, Backstreet Boys. Anyway, that's the vibe. Like they are in it for the long haul. You will never have to worry about, can I trust them? Can I rely on them? Because the answer is absolutely yes. So anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around to the end of Group 3 for my podcast, I would love that. Timestamp is in the description if you want to fast forward to it. And if not, I just hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, thank you. Bye. All right, if you chose our final group, Group 3, Nick Carter, this is going to be your reading. All right, Group 3, let's go ahead and dive right in. Who will go anywhere for you? And don't forget to stick around to the end for your handwritten messages. Okay. Well, oh my. I mean, the Eight of Wands in the Tower. This is funny because all three groups are different but similar. They've all kind of had this underlying feeling or message of this person healing you. Kind of like this feeling of like returning to back to how you felt before life chewed you up and spit you out, you know, before you got hurt, before bad relationships and things like that. Because you also have that message because we've got the Ten of Swords right here, front and center. Ten of Swords is, you know, it's betrayal, feeling like you're getting stabbed in the back. It's also kind of just the feeling of like, you just can't catch a damn break. Like every person you date is a jerk or a playboy or a playgirl or a cheater or a liar or you just can't find anyone that you like and you're just constantly stuck in this cycle of just feeling like you just can't catch a damn break, right? But the good thing about the Ten of Swords is it is a 10. It represents the completion of a cycle. So this person is coming in and ending this cycle with you. And this is also very resilient energy. This is kind of like its darkest before the dawn, right? Which is also kind of essentially the tower as well. So you've definitely got this feeling of like it's darkest before the dawn, before this person comes in. I think it's likely that, again, you're either going to be very single for a long time before they come into your life, or it's going to be that, again, there's like, you just have this string of losers that you just can't seem to get out of this cycle of manifesting jerks and losers. But I think for most of you, I just get this feeling of like, you're ready to give up. You're just like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna be single. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, I give up. And then we got the Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups, very romantic energy. This is the Page of Cups. This always makes me feel, and I think I said this in group 2 as well, like this same kind of message of Princess of Cups always makes me feel like being like 13, 14, 15 years old again when dating was fun. Like, at least for me, I hadn't had my heart broken yet. It was still very like fun and like, you know, romantic and flirty and playful and, you know, the butterflies in the stomach and oh my God, is he gonna hold my hand? Is he gonna text me? Oh my God, he texted me. Like, you know what I mean? The Princess of Cups gives me like that kind of energy, and it can literally mean like news coming in, good news coming in about your love life. And so I really get this feeling that this person, oh, this is like an instant, pardon my French, but this is like an instant fucking turnaround too, is the feeling that I'm getting with the Eight of Wands and the Tower. Like, it's boom, instantaneous. So Eight of Wands and the Tower, both of those energies are typically kind of like out of the blue, like something you don't see coming, right? And the Tower, of course, can it be something like awful? You know, can it be like, oh, getting fired and like, you know, you get kicked out of your house and like, yes, like it can be those things. But that's not, I'm not picking up that this is something horrible. I think that this person who's going to go anywhere for you, them coming into your life is a huge shakeup, a huge surprise. And I'll tell you why. Partially because of the Eight of Wands, and partially because I love this Tower so much. I've said it so many times, so forgive me if you've heard me say this, but I love the way they depicted this Tower because it makes me think of Rapunzel. And the way that this girl is sitting here and she is so bored and she is like, can someone just rescue me from this damn tower? Like, so it gives me that feeling of like Tangled, you know, when she's singing, when will my life begin? Like, you're like, oh my God, I can't find anyone I like, or I'm only manifesting jerks, or, you know, I just want some adventure, some excitement, some passion, which is the Eight of Wands. Hello, Eight of Wands is passion, excitement. It's communication from the heavens. It's out of the blue when you least expect it. It's exciting. It moves quickly. It's like your manifestations coming in, right? So I'm just getting this feeling of, it's funny. All three groups had some similar messages for sure. All three groups got this feeling of like instant connection, possibly past life connection, chance meeting, you know, serendipity, things kind of happening as if by magic. And all of them kind of had a little bit of a message of renewal as well, and feeling like you can trust this person again. All three groups did vary for sure, but all of those things were underlying in all of the groups. And you have the high priestess, which is saying trust your intuition. You're going to know. This is higher guidance. This is intuition. That's that inner knowing. You're going to know instantly. For you guys, you are definitely the group that I think moves the absolute fastest. Like, I think this person comes into your life out of the blue, again, serendipitously, as if, by chance. This person is going to come into your life and it's going to move quickly. That's just the feeling I get. You're good. Like, again, you've done most of the, healing and all that stuff. You've done most of that on your own. The feeling I'm getting is this person comes in and just like tips you over the edge. Like, okay, past, goodbye. Old stories, get out of here. Fear of trust, nope, not going to happen today. Like, there's just this feeling of like, this is like, time stands still. You're the only two people in the room, like movie moment. Like, that's the feeling. I mean, this is like ultimate romance, ultimate like new beginnings, letting go of the past. And it's like it all just kind of happens in an instant. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of romance. You've got it all. And again, there's also this kind of like spiritual, kind of psychic connection as well. I just feel like the two of you are going to know. Like, I just get this feeling of like you see each other. You just like immediately, it's like when you start talking, it's just like, I don't know. There's just like this spark, this inner knowing that you both share. It's like you look into each other's eyes and you both know that you both know. Does that make sense? You both know that you both know. Like, there's just like, this is like, wow. Again, it's funny because all three groups got kind of similar vibes, but I think yours is the most intense. Very fast moving. I think the tower is all about your life being flipped upside down in an instant. Essentially, it's like one thing happens and everything changes in an instant. And that's the feeling I'm getting, is that this person comes into your life in an instant. Like, 1 second they're not there, the next second they are, and you're never the same. Your life is never the same, in the absolute best ways possible. And I just feel like it's going to move very fast. So anyway, but it's going to feel right. I said the same. Group 2 also got a little bit of a message of it moving quickly, but it's going to feel right. High priestess, trust your intuition. It's going to feel right in your gut, in your soul. All right, let's get your oracles. We have number 32, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Well, that's very interesting. It goes with that 10 of Swords. So I think you've probably been kind of doing this on your own, right? Because again, I get this feeling of like, you're pretty close. They're just going to kind of tip you over the edge into fully letting go of the past. Again, 10 of Swords is that it's darkest before the dawn kind of energy. It's like you can't catch a break. And it is all about patterns. Again, it's manifesting the wrong type of person over and over and over again. And then you going, well, why? Why do I do that? What do I need to stop thinking? How do I need to change my thought patterns or what I'm doing or whatever? So I think you've been doing a lot of that. I think you have been clearing those relationship patterns. And again, I just get this person coming in and it's like all of a sudden they just completely vanish is the feeling that I'm getting. But again, 10 of Swords is a card of strength. It's a very resilient energy. And like this says, it takes strength to recognize the need for change. And I think you've done that. I think out of all three groups, you guys are the closest to this happening is what it feels like. Which makes sense because, hello, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So yeah, you're manifesting this person. Again, this is coming true. It's happening. And it's just like this. It just has this feeling of like the stars just align one day. It just happens. And like, I don't even have words. Like I can't even describe it further. Just very serendipitous, very magical, very intense. But anyway, so you guys actually got 2 love compasses. They both flew out, so I took them both. We've got past life. Every group has gotten past life connection messages. So past life connection, you have a strong karmic past life connection with this person. This is a strong psychic or spiritual connection. You may feel like you've known this person before. This connection is very destined, fated, and karmic in a way that's good for your soul because guess what? Look at the next one. Karmic partner. This person is a karmic partner. There's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you in. They are a catalyst for your spiritual growth. Be aware of the triggers and patterns coming up for you to clear. This is a stepping stool to prepare you for true, authentic love. So they are your true, authentic love, but they are also helping you completely close out this karmic cycle. And again, it's happening fast. It is happening so fast. I just get this, again, I get this feeling of like, they come into your life. There's that instant past life recognition. You're already working on clearing relationship patterns. So you're already in that mindset. You're already, I think, largely aware of what's holding you back, what needs to be let go of. And then they come into your life, this movie moment, can't stop staring at each other, just like that connection, that spiritual, that physical, that just everything. And it's like, they just help you let go of it. Just by being themselves, though. I don't even feel like it's like, oh, well, they're going to hold your hand or they're going to do this. It's just because they just come into your life and they are just themselves with you. And that helps you feel comfortable to be yourself with them, to be completely uninhibited, to let go of any guardedness, any limiting beliefs, anything from the past that needs to be released in order to move forward with them. It's just going to happen because they're just being themselves with you. Yeah. And again, I just get this feeling of it happening really fast. Okay. So, oh my God. Wow. Okay. Number 16, the call of the night, daring, adventure, excitement. Does this not go with the tower? Does this not go with that Rapunzel message? Hold on. I just want to like, so you can just look at that. There we go. Wow. Because look, it's almost like she's kind of sitting up in her tower. She's looking out the darkness before the dawn, the dark night before the dawn. I'm in my tower. I'm bored. I want adventure. I have the call of the night. I think you're feeling like you maybe have been guarded for a while and you've maybe been like, oh, I don't know about love. I don't know about that. You're feeling it. Like you're ready. You're like, God damn it, like I'm ready for excitement. I'm ready for adventure. I'm ready for passion. I'm ready to get out of my tower. I'm ready to try and trust. I'm ready to like do this. Like I want it. Let's go. I'm bored. I've been healing. I've been single. I've been working. I've been whatever. Like I'm over it. So I think you're very much feeling this way, but I think you haven't been feeling that way. Again, for a long time, it was 10 of Swords. For a long time, it was kind of woe is me. Nothing ever goes my way. Why does this always happen? Why do I always manifest these types of people? Why am I always single? Da 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 da. But you've shifted because you've worked on clearing those mindsets, clearing those patterns. You've put in that time. You've put in that effort. And now you're ready. You're ready for love. You're ready for that excitement, that adventure. And they're going to come in when you least expect it. And they are going to bring excitement. They're going to bring adventure. They're going to get you out of your damn tower. I feel like for some of you, this might involve traveling as well. Just like really getting out of your comfort zone. But you're so ready to do it. And again, because it's them, you're ready to do it as well. It's the right person. They've got the right energy. You've got the right connection. You've got that strong connection with this person. And again, like your life is never going to be the same. This to me feels like out of all three groups, the biggest change. This could be traveling. This could be moving. This is, again, I think being single for a really long time. And then boom, this is it. This is your person, and things move really quickly, and you're just always talking. You're always together. You always want to be around each other. You're always going on adventures. You're always doing things together. There's just this feeling of like quick, easy commitment, quick, easy trust. Like it's just very different, complete opposite of the patterns that you've been in 1414. Sorry. Filming an iPhone, the second I glanced, it was 1414, which constantly happens, especially in private readings. I'm always looking down at repeating numbers. So there's a little synchronicity for you guys. But yeah, this is intense. But let's get to your handwritten messages. So we've got word of the day again. I just had 4 words that intuitively popped into my mind while I was prepping. So let's see what yours is. Oh, you guys got naughty. Group 1 got daddy. You got naughty. I was thinking you might get daddy, but this one works I think even better. So, I'm blushing. I get this feeling of like travel. The two of you cannot keep your hands off each other. There is so much passion, so much attraction, so much sexual chemistry. I'm thinking like you might be having sex in the back of a car. Like you I don't know. There's just this like very, there's just this feeling that I've got. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. But let's get your song, shall we? So your NSYNC or Backstreet Boys song. Nick here is a member of the Backstreet Boys, so let's see what song you guys get. So you have Backstreet Boys, you got Anywhere for You, which is what I themed this reading to. As long as your love is there to lead me, I won't lose my way. Believe me. Okay. I just get this feeling of like you're inseparable. Like, again, it's like they'll move mountains for you. If they have to move to be with you, they will. Like, if they need to travel for work, you're coming with them. Like, you guys are figuring it out. Like, I just get this feeling of like once you're together, like you're inseparable. Like, it's like you're almost never apart. And when you are apart, you're constantly like FaceTiming, texting, voice memoing. Like, you just, and it's not like unhealthy. Like, of course, there's like codependent, toxic, unhealthy relationships where they just can't be apart. But this is not like that. This is healthy. This is just, you're just that in love with each other. You're just that obsessed and in love with each other. Again, in a healthy way. So let's finish your reading out with your lyrics. So NSYNC or Backstreet Boys lyrics for group 3. What are your lyrics? Okay. Oh, also Backstreet Boys. Oh, also Anywhere for You. Oh my God. Okay. I used to think that dreams were just for sentimental fools, and I'd never find someone who'd give their love so true. But I knew the very minute, couldn't live my life without you in it. Oh my God, and now I want the whole wide world to know. Stop. Okay, literally, couldn't live my life without you in it. Again, this feeling of like you are going to be inseparable. The two of you just want to be together 24/7, and you are together as much as it's physically possible. And also even the now I want the whole wide world to know. Like, again, this feeling of like traveling the world. Maybe you have to travel for your work. Maybe they travel for their work. Again, I'm just getting this feeling of like you traveling together, just always being together, doing things together. Like, I'm feeling like so much like I feel like physical touch is both of y'all's love language. Like, you just, again, the sex is constant and off the charts, the passion, the love, the everything. Like, this is intense. Oh my God. Needed a sip of my coffee after that, but wow. I don't even know how to end this, but that's the end. That was just wow. So that's gonna do for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you want to stick around for my podcast, it's gonna be kicking off in about 15 seconds right after this ends. But if not, thank you so much for watching the reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, bye. Today is like the most chaotic energy ever. I don't know if it has to do with this Scorpio full moon that's coming up or what. I'm gonna say yes. I believe it's a total lunar eclipse if I'm correct. A few of you guys have left comments about it. I want to look into it more, but oh my God, I have struggled so hard to film this. Okay, first things first, the ring light, it's gonna turn off. It's been turning off all morning. I've been trying to film this for a very long time. I think it's dying. It's been giving me problems, but it's really annoying because it turned off before my live stream and it turned off in the middle of my Little Mix podcast. But then when I turned it back on, it was fine and it stayed on. But today it lasts like 1 or 2 minutes and then it shuts off every time. And of course, it's the one time that I actually feel really cute. And the light's gonna turn off and then the lighting's gonna suck and I'm not gonna look as cute. Also, I've been trying to film this for so long. I feel like my lips look awful. I'm like trying to like, don't look at my lipstick. Dude, the energy is whack. It is whack. It is whack. It is whack. There goes the light. I have never struggled this hard to film anything. And it's not like, it's a different kind of struggle. Like, I've struggled to film in the past. I've been very open with like my body image issues and perfectionism and stuff like that. So I've struggled in the past to film in that way, but this is a different way. This is literally just like, I keep going off on random tangents. Like, I can't keep like one stream of consciousness. Like, I feel like I don't even know what to talk about, what I am talking about. Like, everything I thought I would talk about, I'm all over the place. I mean, you guys know me. Like, I'm type A, right? Like, I stay on topic. I know what I'm going to talk about. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC in the early 2000s. I only talk about it for like a few minutes, and then I'm like, well, fuck, now what do I say? Which, like, that was my life when I was a kid and a teenager, like, you know what I mean? So why do I have nothing to say about it? So anyway, welcome to my outro podcast. I didn't even do the intro for the podcast yet, which again, very unlike my type A ass. Welcome to outro podcast number 9. Thank you for watching another themed reading. Thank you for watching another outro podcast. This one's probably going to be a weird one. It's definitely going to be a weird one. Oh my god. I can't even, you guys. Hi, Fleur. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into outro podcast number 9. Thank you for watching another themed pick a card reading. And just thank you so much for being here. And for those of you that came to the live stream, big thank you to you. It was a blast. If you missed the live stream, it is on my channel, so you can go ahead and go watch it. There's timestamps. We did a tarot reading. We hung out. So check it out. It was fun. I might do another one later in the month. If I do, I'll announce it in my next video. But yeah, I don't know, dudes. The energy is fucking weird. It's fucking weird. It feels like we're in the tower, right? So, okay. I think this is literally what we're going to talk about, because you know what? I talked about Backstreet Boys and stuff in the live stream. So like, whatever. Like, I will just say this one thing and then we'll move on. I was more of an NSYNC fan as a kid, but I always loved Backstreet Boys too. But prepping for this reading, I cannot stop listening to Backstreet Boys. I cannot stop listening to Backstreet Boys. I'm stuck in the nostalgia trap that is the Backstreet Boys. But there you go. That's all I have to say. Now let's talk about this fucking weird ass energy. So we have this full moon in Scorpio coming up, right? Again, believe it's a total lunar eclipse. I think it's the day that this video goes live. I'm filming this the day before, so I think it's on Sunday or Monday. So in the tarot, thinking of the major arcana, the cards that are Scorpio energies are Death, the Tower, and Judgment. This to me feels like the Tower. So what is the Tower? You probably know, but in case you don't, it's just upheaval, right? It's sudden, massive change. It's change that is unavoidable. You can't stop it. You can't avoid it. It's going to happen no matter what. In fact, if you try to cling on to the way things were, it's going to be more uncomfortable for you moving forward. It's not inherently like a negative energy. The Tower gets kind of a bad rap. However, it is generally uncomfortable just because change is uncomfortable. Even though we crave change, especially I can speak for myself after the last 2 years, I am really craving change because I'm so bored out of my fucking mind. But at the same time, it's terrifying. So for the last, I would say like a week or two ago, my anxiety was through the roof. I don't know if you guys ever get that feeling of like intuitively you just feel like impending change. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it's going to affect. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I have no idea. And because of that unknown for me, I'm a comfort zone queen. I'm a homebody. I'm an introvert. I like comfort. I hate change. I hate change. I mentioned this before on my channel, but I don't know if most of you guys probably won't even get this reference. But when I was a kid, I was obsessed with General Hospital, the soap opera, and I was even more so obsessed with Lucky and Elizabeth. And I had the biggest crush on Jonathan Jackson, who played Lucky, and he left to pursue his acting career outside of soap operas, and I was very supportive of that. I wanted him to do well because I just had the biggest crush on him. However, I hated every actor that ever replaced him. Because, you know, in soap operas, a lot of times they'll just recast, you know, the character. I hated every actor. I was so mean. I mean, not to them. They don't know unless they're watching now. I saw one of them on Broadway, actually, in Beauty and the Beast, and he was phenomenal. But just because I hate change that much, I refuse to accept another Lucky. I disowned the Capitals after the 2004-2005 lockout because they traded away half the team. I still hate them. I still root against them. Although I was rooting for them last night because my parents are Caps fans. They lost. They're out of the playoffs. But Fleury already lost too. He's out of the playoffs, so I don't even want to talk about it. I don't like change. I hate it. But at the same time, I'm craving it. So I'm in this weird place of like just trying to like breathe through it. Get through this full moon and see what happens, but also remain hopeful because you know what card comes after the Tower? The Star. I think we have all been through enough shitty times, enough setbacks, enough boredom, whatever it's been for you, whatever you want to call it. We've been through enough of the crap, right? I think we all deserve some positive change. So even though it'll probably be a little uncomfortable no matter what it ends up being, I do feel like it's gonna be good. And maybe that's just because I literally can't be pessimistic anymore because I'll lose my ever-loving mind. Maybe that's why. But I really do. I just have this very like optimistic feeling about this. Like when I was walking Fleury last night, it was just the night was so still and so quiet. And there was just something in the air. And it felt optimistic. It felt positive. And so I'm really curious to see what you guys have been thinking and feeling. If you would leave some comments down below, I would love to, I would love to read what you guys are feeling and thinking about this. But I feel like on the other side of this full moon is the star. I feel like manifestations that we've been working towards for the last 2 years. I feel like karma, honestly. I feel like people that don't deserve anything good, they're not going to get anything good. But people that do are, and that's just, the universal law of karma. So if you've been working on yourself, working on your life, if you've been healing, whatever you've been doing, if you've been doing that, I feel like there's good stuff. I feel like there's miracles. I feel like there's manifestations. I feel like there's positive energy, positive shifts, positive change. I mean, I am a total pessimist. It's like I have like the little angel and the devil on my shoulder, and the little angel's like, yes, the star, optimism, miracles, and then the little devil is, no, it's just gonna be more shit. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think or what to believe, but I'm just gonna choose to be optimistic for once in my life. Because like, come on, we deserve it. We've been miserable and we've been putting in the work, and we deserve the star, finally. Like, we deserve it. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts and feelings. Mercury retrograde's been fun. I've been having lots of technological issues already. If you watch the live stream, we cut it short because my camera froze and I couldn't get it to unfreeze. But it was perfect timing because it literally happened right after the reading finished. Yeah, lots of technological issues that started even before retrograde. My Ariana Grande podcast, I talked about how I feel like there's like a ghost messing with me. Random electronic shit keeps going haywire and weird. But yeah, so I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know if you're experiencing anything weird, if your intuition is telling you anything about, this upcoming full moon. And like, honestly, that's gonna do it. This is like the shortest podcast ever. I feel like, I feel so chaotic. Like I'm out of my comfort zone with this. Like this whole podcast has just been a weird experience. And I'm just gonna edit it and post it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you loved the reading. I did. I honestly think it's one of my favorite readings I've ever done. So I hope you liked the reading. I hope you enjoyed this weird podcast. Again, if I'm going to do another live stream, I will announce it in my next video. I'll let you guys know. I hope you're doing well. Let's keep our fingers crossed for this full moon and a positive energy shift. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Okay.